Let's get in Sandeep Unithan, who really tracks defense very closely. Sandeep, give us a sense in pure war game theory in a way. What happens now? We are seeing Pakistan taking this battle into Jammu with the drones, missile attacks. What does India do? What does India have? We have already heard reports of some of the drones being shot down, intercepted. Yesterday, as Gaurav said, the Sudarshan Chakra, this entire shield that India had ensured that these drones could not achieve the targets that Pakistan had. What happens now and what are we seeing?
Well, Rajdeep, I'm very sure that the entire air defense grid has been activated from Jammu right down to Gujarat. And this could possibly be the beginning of a major Pakistani strike. Strikes normally never are isolated. This could just well be a deception plan. This could be a distraction to focus our attention on Jammu while they strike from elsewhere. So the Air Force, the Army, all our ground units, all our radars, all our aircraft up in the air, the airborne early warning systems will all be looking for signs of Pakistani aircraft trying to break in and stage another kind of attack that they did 24 hours back. So this is very, very grave, the kind of provocation that they've unleashed, ripple firing what appear to be Pakistani BM-21 Grad rockets. These are being ripple fired into civilian areas. They're targeting civilian infrastructure in the soft underbelly of Jammu, Rajdeep. And this is the kind of visuals that we have seen from Israel, we've seen it from Iraq, and now we're seeing it in Jammu. So this is a grave provocation indeed. And you know, the speed at which we are climbing up the escalatory ladder, it's going in from strike to counter strike to counter strike. Not in days now, it's happening in hours. And there is going to be an Indian retaliation for this. I'm sure the planners are looking at this. They're studying their grids. They're looking at where Pakistan is probing, where they're trying to strike, where they're pushing aircraft. Everything is being studied in real time, Rajdeep. And surely there will be a retaliation for what they just did, possibly in the next couple of hours. Because as I was telling Gaurav earlier, the space for retaliation, the retaliatory strikes is coming down from days into hours. These timelines, are being compressed even as we speak. The entire air defense grid is on a state of very high alert. And, it's incidents like this that prove that Pakistan is trying to be the unpredictable non-state actor that it seems to have become in the last couple of
We're also
days.
getting visuals there from Jaisalmer, Gaurav. So what you're seeing is now all the border areas on high alert, not just the Jammu sector, but it's spreading across the border areas to Rajasthan as well. Some of those images coming in from Rajasthan. There's a word, Gaurav, that we've been very careful to use, the three-letter word war. What we are seeing, though, is we are going up an escalatory spiral, and it's often difficult to climb off that. Give us a sense, therefore, of when you said India's air defense systems that are in place. Give our viewers a sense of what India has in place to ensure that this Pakistan attack is combated.
So, Rajdeep, let's look at it at different levels. Jaisalmer hotting up or explosions being heard in Jaisalmer is the Western Front opening up. Jammu and Kashmir usually is considered one part of the story which is manageable because it's 200 kilometers of the international border, but the rest of it, 770 kilometers, is the line of control, which has seen even artillery exchanges and that limited war in Kargil. But Jaisalmer, Rajasthan, Punjab, Gujarat, that is the international border where you last saw action only in 1971. Even in 1987, when you had Operation Brass Tacks, the armies came close, but the Pakistanis backed off because General Ziaul Haq realized he cannot fight a war. General Asim Munir is perhaps even more radicalized than Ziaul Haq. He knows he cannot fight and yet is attempting to do so. So there will be consequences and punitive consequences for him, not just in Jammu, not just in Lahore, not just in Muridke and Bahawalpur, but now since he's targeted Rajasthan, then there will be consequences. It can be in Sindh, it can be in Punjab, it can be anywhere in Pakistan, it can be through the Arabian Sea now.